Hey Canadians, how are y'all doing? Today Canada Goose reported their 2020 fourth quarter earnings. That's from October, November, and December. And I'm here to react to the news today and give you guys a rating on their report. Kind of like a teacher. So, today you see from the stock reaction increase of 22%. And this stock in the opening hours was around $44.90, and wow, this big increase showed to us that something was impressive in this quarterly report. Now I'm here to dissect the news and tell you guys what's exactly happening that's causing this. So first off, we want to look at the expected revenue and earnings for this quarter, and it's actually at 86 cents average for their earnings per share, and as you can see here, their actually earnings per share is at 96 cents, so it beat estimates by a bit, and it's actually a really good news. And you look at the revenue, average estimated revenue was 415 million, and you look at the highest estimator, 448 million. And check this out, Canada Goose today came out with $474 million. That's almost a 15% increase than the average estimate right here. That completely beats expectation. And that's not one of the reasons why this stock had this big, massive price increase today. What else was encouraging was that their global e-commerce revenue increased 39% year over year. That shows to you how huge e-commerce is for a retailer like this. And basically Canada Goose right now, they are in the recovery stage, and you just want to see as an investor how fast they can grow back. They can go back to their normal growth. And then you also look at the direct-to-consumer revenue in China, which increased 41% year over year, a big increase. And for the first time, their total revenue increased since the pandemic. Okay, that's very encouraging news. We also going to read about Danny Reese, the president and CEO of Canada Goose. The global strength of our brand and digital business has returned Canada Goose to growth in our biggest quarter. That's right. In the fourth quarter, basically, it's October, November, and December. That's where majority of Canada Goose's sales are from. Through human nature, we are also rapidly advancing our sustainability and purpose-based commitments. While we remain in an uncertain world, right, we are very encouraged by our strong momentum as we finished off this year. Okay, so besides looking at the numbers, what else do you want to look at? You want to also look at some of its cash. So cash was around $469 million at the end of the quarter compared to $72 million. Okay, they also had around $256 million of availability borrowing as well. And this cash increase is by positive free cash flow. So basically, they actually had some extra cash to work with, and that's a very good sign that this company is in a good state. Okay, now let's compare year over year. We look at the revenue, 474 million compared to 452 year over year. That's pretty big, 10% increase. And then even though you look at net income, which was down year over year, what's very important is actually their revenue. They can actually, do other things like margin and all that, up their margin to, get their net income higher. So I'm not too worried about net income, but as one of the investors, something to really be picky about is also net income. So that's something that they can work on, maybe with their production margin and all that. And then let's look at their assets. All right, it hasn't really changed much relatively year over year. In a way, total income increased, total assets increased, and that's because of their cash. And then their total liabilities increased because of their, I think, borrowing as well, right here. Yes, the term loans. But obviously, it's a really great quarter for them, I would have to say. This is a company, you can say 6 months ago or a year ago during the pandemic time, the peak of the pandemic time, when it was around $21 a share. And I bought in when it was around $30. right around April time, I felt like this company was way too undervalued, and this is going to be a comeback story, a comeback retailer, and a Goose that will be able to fly high once again. And that's exactly what Canada Goose is doing. However, they're not completely flying super high. They're still going through troubles with some of their stores because, as it shows in here, I believe not all their stores are opened. As you can see right here, as I highlighted, 7 of the 28 stores are actually closed. So until those ones really open up and doing business just like normal again, we won't see that increase in revenue much higher. But so far, they've been in a great situation with the limited stores that they're opened with. And still with this coronavirus, they're not giving an outlook for the rest of their year and all that. But other than that, it's quite reasonable that this stock has gone up 22% today. You might expect a little bit of, decrease in the next few days when lots of people sell off and all that. But the biggest question I guess I would like to answer is that, what kind of grading will I give? And honestly, this has been a great report. You look at the revenue, and it surpassed even the highest of the analysts. And so I'm actually going to give this B plus to A grade, okay? It's deserving of it. It could have done better with the net income, right? But other than that, I think they're working extremely efficient and they're doing the best with what they've got. And so I'm going to continue actually to hold this company. I bought it around $30. I'm almost 100%, almost double my money. And I'm not actually selling anytime soon. They've proven to me that this company is in recovery mode and that, in the future quarters when it gets back to that normal shopping habits. And plus, they don't really need to rely on people going to the stores. With their e-commerce business that's really, really thriving right now, I'm pretty confident this stock will actually fly high once again, back to about the $70 range, honestly. And so, yeah, if you're invested in this, let me know what you think about this report today and your letter grade on it and anything that worries you about this report. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, and stay wealthy. See ya next time.